Okay, let us discuss the question number 9, which says that let V be a finite dimensional vector space, finite dimensional real inner product space, and T such that V to V be a linear mapping such that T of xy is equal to inner product between x comma y. Okay, for all xy belongs to V. Suppose W subset of V be a proper subspace and such that T of W is a subset of W. Okay, it means W is T invariant. Okay, you know that just a minute, let me zoom it. You know that this is the definition of T invariant, right? This is the definition of T invariant, right? T invariant, right? So I actually can say that okay. So this is the definition of T invariant. I can say that W is a T invariant subspace, right? Now, which of the following statement is necessarily true? The question says that W perpendicular defines which for every all such V belongs to V such that inner product between V with W is equal to 0 for all W belongs to W. This is defined to be W perpendicular. Okay. So which of the following is necessarily true? T of W perpendicular is not contained in W perpendicular. T of W perpendicular is contained in W perpendicular. T of W perpendicular intersection W perpendicular is equal to 0. W perpendicular contained in T of W perpendicular. I think this question is not correct. I think they want to mean that T of W perpendicular, they don't want to mean T of W perpendicular. They actually mean that T of W is whole perpendicular. Actually I think they want to mean that T of W whole perpendicular. But by mistake they made T of W perpendicular. That's why this question is not correct. Okay, let me tell you if why it is not correct. Let me give you some examples. The first option says that T of W is not contained in T of W perpendicular is not contained in W perpendicular, right? So we have to check this option is correct or not. Okay, let me give you let T such that V to V be the identity linear transformation, that is T of x is equal to x. Okay, T of x is equal to x. Now observe that, and W equal to, I am taking W is equal to identity element theta. Okay, if W is equal to identity element theta, then what is W perpendicular? W perpendicular means all such let me find W perpendicular is equal to all such V belongs to V such that inner product between V with W is equal to 0 for all W belongs to W, right? Now there is only one element in W, so I can say that X belongs to V such that inner product between V with theta is equal to 0, right? Now you can see that if you choose any element from V to V, from V, the inner product of V with 0 or with null element is always 0, so it is nothing but V. So W perpendicular is equal to V. Okay. Now what does the question says? Question says that T of W perpendicular. T of W perpendicular means as T is an identity linear transformation, so T of W perpendicular is equal to T of V is equal to V. Okay, is not contained in W perpendicular, is actually contained in W perpendicular as. Okay, so option A is not correct. Okay, now let us discuss option B, C and D. The second option says that just a minute, let me copy the question, or I am going to erase this. Okay, the second option says that T of W perpendicular contained in W perpendicular. Okay, okay, I am considering V as R3. Okay, and T such that V to V defined by T of x, y, z is equal to z, x, y. Just a second, z, y, x. Okay, I am considering this as T. Now I am considering W is equal to now you actually can check that this T satisfies this condition. Okay, let me show you that. T of x1 y1 z1, inner product of T of x1 y1 z1 with T of x2 y2 z2. Okay, now T of x1 y1 z1 is equal to nothing but z1 y1 x1, inner product of z1 y1 x1 with z2 y2 x2. Okay, this is nothing but z1 z2 plus y1 y2 plus x1 x2, which is equal to inner product of x1 y1 z1 with x2 y2 z. Okay, so T satisfies this condition also. Now I am considering W as x0 0, okay, where x belongs to R. Then W is a one-dimensional subspace of R3. Now what I have to show, that T of W in contained in W, T of W perpendicular is contained in W perpendicular, right? Okay, let me find T of W perpendicular. First of all, let me find W perpendicular. W perpendicular is equal to all such x, y, z belongs to R3 such that x, y, z with x1 0 0, this is the element of W, is equal to 0. So you can see that if you this hold for all element of W, if we choose x1 is equal to 0, we will find x equal to 0. If we put x1 is equal to 1, then we will find x equal to 0. Hence W perpendicular equal to 0 y z belongs to R3. Okay, this is nothing but W perpendicular. Now we need to find T of W perpendicular. T of W perpendicular means T of 0 y z. Okay, now T of 0 y z is equal to T, you can see that the mapping I have defined, x y z goes to z y x. So this is nothing but 0, this is nothing but z y and x, z y and 0. Okay, so this is T perpendicular z y 0, where z comma y belongs to R. This is W, T of W perpendicular, and W perpendicular is this. Okay, now you can see that the question option B says that T of W perpendicular is contained in W perpendicular, but you can check that T of W perpendicular is not contained in W perpendicular, as 1 0 0 belongs to T of W perpendicular, which is not belongs to W perpendicular. So option B is wrong. Just a minute. So I can say that option B is again incorrect. Now option C says that T of W perpendicular intersection W perpendicular is equal to 0. Now you can see that 0 1 0 belongs to T of W perpendicular, and 0 1 0 is also belongs to W perpendicular, right? So T of W intersection T of W perpendicular intersection W perpendicular is not equal to 0, right? So option C is again incorrect. And option D says that W perpendicular is contained in T of W perpendicular, but you can see that this is W perpendicular and this is T of W perpendicular, and 0 0 1 belongs to W perpendicular, which do not belongs to T of W perpendicular. So option D is again incorrect. Option D is again incorrect. Actually this is not this is the wrong question. What I am thinking that they want to mean, they do not want to mean T of W perpendicular. They actually want to mean that T of W is whole perpendicular. Okay, let me show you the relation. It is given that T of W is subset of W. Okay, then it will imply W perpendicular is a subset of T of W perpendicular. Okay, it has more general result that if A is a subset of B, then B perpendicular is a subset of A perpendicular. The proof of this theorem is very easy. Let's choose any point x belongs to B perpendicular. It will imply inner product between x comma B is equal to 0 for all B belongs to B. Now choose, let A belongs to A. If A belongs to A implies A belongs to B also. If as A, and from this I can say that inner product between A comma x comma A is equal to 0, and A belongs to A is an arbitrary element, hence x belongs to A perpendicular. So B perpendicular is subset of A perpendicular. Actually they want to mean this question, but by mistake it becomes T of W perpendicular. Okay, now that's all about the question number, what is the number, I actually forgot, question number 9. Okay, that's all about the question number 9.